Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. To keep you updated from what I said yesterday to go see Tommy Robinson in Manchester, he couldn't make it because his family has been targeted again, as his address has been doxed, so hopefully he will be out tomorrow. In the meantime, we are back to the same episode, and I'm getting sick of it too, so I'm gonna skim through this, split it before the next section, and that'll be it, at least for the time being. This is on PUAs, and the next bit's on sex dolls. Okay. Right, let's see how this is about the patriarchy.
One of the biggest problems facing women is the determination of some men to be objectionable. A few of the worst have even made a creepy new industry out of coaching men on how to pick up women.
So he says it's creepy, and the idea being that these guys who, of course, have been pushed to the sidelines due to the prevalence of feminism, they're still trying to find a girl, and of course I would say, no, MGTOW all the way, go your own way. It's not worth the hassle, and if it turns out that you do want to settle down later on, the time that you then spend in your career and developing yourself will make you more desirable, and you'll have your pick of women later on, so do that. Very often people don't, especially, women don't understand the process that's needed for you to then go and be successful. They'd rather you were home with them, and then of course they'll drag you down and stop you from doing things, and they go, oh, why aren't you successful? It's like, well, because I was there with you. It's like, I'm going to go find a successful person. Well, so our time together means nothing? Yeah, it means nothing. Right, so I've wasted these years and haven't been able to do anything, and now you're leaving me for somebody else who actually has done that stuff, and if I had done that stuff, you wouldn't have liked it. Oh no, hang on. You would have actually liked it, because then you'd be with somebody more successful, and that's what I should have done. Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool. So instead of that, guys, if you're listening, just focus on yourself, do what works. And of course, if somebody does like you, it is because of who you are, because you're doing your thing as yourself. So you don't have to worry about changing yourself for the other person if they like you for what you're doing. If you change, then you're not any longer going to be the person that they liked.
Here's some shaky hidden camera footage of a pick-up artist's protégés targeting women with crude chat-up techniques.
Targeting women, as in trying to get their attention and hopefully a date and then a relationship to make both parties happy. Yeah, sure.
Attraction's breaking rapport, making fun of her lightly with a smile on your face so she knows it, okay? Challenging her with a smile on your face.
Yes, to basically say that you're not one of the soy boys and cucks that they would just step all over. Yes, to try and show that you actually have some semblance of testosterone and manliness left in you, that your genes are worth propagating.
Being a bit silly, using cliches, using stereotypes. So you might say, when I think of France, I think of you. Remember, that's her favourite subject, herself.
It's the favourite subject of most people. They can speak about themselves for a long time. That's probably why I go on so long about this as well.
I think of you on a bicycle with a baguette under your arm. What we want is for her to be interested enough to respond. Oh.
Great, so instead of forcing somebody to do something, you're trying to make them feel good and interested in order to make their day better and make their life better in the long run. Fair enough? That's applicable to more than just pick-up artistry.
The States. When I think of the States, I think of you in New York, California.
Yeah, Jamaican, so you like smoke the reefer. I'm guessing.
Well, at least it made her laugh.
I think of South Africa, I think of tigers and lions.
Not the guy in the foreground. Lions and tigers, not the attacks on the white farmers. Okay. But then again, they probably wouldn't go down so well.
Wow. Because often when you meet a woman for the first time, it's difficult to convince her really quickly that you're a racist with a head injury.
I didn't see any of this that was racist, and I was trying to work it out. Is it South African lions and tigers? Because then you don't know where tigers are from, because it's Asian instead of Africa. Is that what he's getting at? Or does he mean Jamaica, which is well known for marijuana as its public image since the British Empire brought the Indians over in, I think, 1853 into Jamaica and got the culture, hence ganja is the Indian word. Yes, right, and that is used by people the world over of any ethnicity, including black rappers in America, for example, who like to reference Jamaica and weed. That's accurate, in which case it isn't racist. It's it's highly popular and not illegal in Jamaica. I mean, it's the same thing as when you think of Amsterdam. Surely you think of, oh, legal weed. So, well, is that racist? Or Portugal. So, well, they've decriminalised all their drugs. Is that racist? No. So, what, you're just trying to be the white saviour? You are your own worst enemy.
It's good to have a system.
It's just really, really horrible. And I feel like, I should say, as a public service announcement, if you're a man who ever approaches a woman you don't know in a public place and she kind of chats to you politely and kind of laughs a little bit, she hates you.
Well, it's very difficult for a guy to try and make any headway with women, considering basically everything is considered sexual assault. You know, you try and ask somebody to or see if somebody's interested in going to coffee with you in an elevator, and apparently then that is sexual harassment. You join in the joke someone else is making in the culture, and then that's sexual harassment. You just look at someone wrong, and that's sexual harassment. You know, it's ridiculous. So bless these guys for trying, but again, don't bother, guys.
Maybe we should be more honest about it. So, like, instead of being like, haha, you should be like, please don't kill me.
Oh. I can see this is spoken by a lady not from experience. Bless.
In my brain it is. Yeah.
Also, does that work? Has that ever worked to a single straight woman?
Yes, that is the main way of it to work. That is how it works, because as a guy you're expected to do all these things in a relationship as well as start it as well. So yes.
Oh, you remind me of Swindon Roundabout, you know.
Great caricature.
He had an air of a sort of parboiled Tommy Robinson.
Not even going to comment.
There's sort of online tutorials and whatever that are sort of genuinely practical or whatever, and people saying, you know, you should be yourself. There's probably someone at work that you get on with after a while, and you know, you'll be sort of slowly drawn to someone.
Yeah.
How about just not?
Or some.
Well, yes, but then that isn't really domineering enough to appeal to enough females in order for you to then have your pick if you wish, or you know, if you'd rather go down the romantic side that doesn't have a great chance of working out, then by all means. But as the saying goes, of course, being realistic is the fastest trodden path to mediocrity.
People are meant to be alone.
And some people want to be McTown.
One thing's for sure, it won't be long until women realise that men serve little actual purpose.
Well, they seem to have already realised that, which goes to show then that feminism isn't about equality, is it? If men serve little actual purpose, and you realise that instead of that is a new reason. Now it gets on to sex dolls, so I'm going to cut this one short here, but like, comment, subscribe if you agree with me that these guys are trying but they really shouldn't be, or if you think, hey no, these guys shouldn't be trying at all because it's creepy, then let me know down below, and I will see you next time.